They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Throwing right away is Winston. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, they had pressure coming, and they got him once again. Von Miller, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Escape, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line, but there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Here's Williams to return. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-to-1 as opposed to the 2-to-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep.
Let's roll. Do your thing. Ready up.
Willis will look to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrive at this 2-0 score. We'll see if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board, knowing
looks like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They start the drive with Cook to about the 40-yard line. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Winston.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one results in 35 yards. Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Excellent recognition, and none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Winston now. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Play fake. Here's Willis. The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 119 yards. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. And the Rams at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second down throw coming by Willis. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Devon Hamilton breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Devon Hamilton drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Winston. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Off the play fake, Winston. Incomplete, right side to Cook. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They go play action. Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Turner. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA's. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. They run it again with Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd and long for Winston. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. First and 10, Willis to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First and 10, Taylor now.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to the air again with Willis. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Ready?
They'll run here with Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And this is good, and it makes it a 9-3 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And
because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Steps away. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Willis, 4th down here. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Willis out of the gun. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Willis will look to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
McPherson on for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Winston. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll throw again. Winston. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. From the red zone now, Winston. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. To throw is Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On third down, Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second down, it's Taylor. 59 yards on the ground for him so far.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
He's got McKinney complete to his tight end. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Nice third down conversion at even 20 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Slot man moves right. Second down, another run with Taylor. Fights through, and now a crease. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On the handoff, Taylor, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. To throw, here's Willis. Caught on the slant. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Taylor diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Ball start. Offense.
That'll back to PAT up from the 15 to the 20.
And with the advent of that rule, moving the PAT back to the 15-yard line to begin with, they were no longer kicking normal extra points, were they? They were kicking field goals. This is a longer field goal attempt for them, even though it's only for an extra point.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Caught by his tight end, Uzama. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on second down, Winston. And he'll complete it. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And the Rams have got it back. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
19, 5 years. Captain Ranger, Captain Ranger. Captain 11, Captain 11. Hurry, it's gotta be. Hurry, hurry.
Going on 4th down, here's Willis. Open man here is Gentry. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st down, Willis. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Ready?
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jermaine Johnson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Williams, the man in motion left.
19, 19. 19 Wyatt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Willis with another keeper, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 3rd down, it's Willis. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there, still in the third. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
2nd and 5 now. Willis. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd down and goal.
Willis. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
Touchdown, Rams.
Raheem Mostert.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Rams are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. And able to connect with Berrios. Touchdown, Cowboys!
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And some room to work. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Play action, Willis.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Ready, set.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Finding Williams once more, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
They go play action with Willis.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Jermaine Johnson
able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Drop 60, drop 60.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. 1st and 10, Willis.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Willis is going to throw once more.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Justin Jefferson.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Rams are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Jameis to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Winston. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Von Miller getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Willis's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards down to the 13.
Partner. One word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Go, Reed, go!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Willis.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Play fake. Here's Willis. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Get it! Sorry, 17. Ready.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A 1st down throw for Winston. Open man is Uzomah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. From just shy of midfield, Winston swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Again, it's Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and goal, Winston. He's got it. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Winston now. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Lambo on for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Come on.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for L.A., that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.